all of their licensed hairdressers walked out. So the story goes that, you know, Jason was sitting on the couch, very sad, and my mom just said, Jason, we are going to make this work. We are going to treat customers so well that they will not care what their hair looks like. And they didn't, actually. We had all apprentices. I think Jason even did a couple brush cuts himself. To me, that was the day that Jason probably knew that this could work. And in the weeks that followed, and seeing how my mom, you know, mentored him and showed him that customer service and caring about your people and your guests is the thing that's going to help you succeed.
I started with them right at the start. They came in, they had no background in the hair industry. Jason was very hardworking and wanted to make sure that the company succeeded. He would do the towels, he would do the sweeping, he learned to shampoo clients so that if we're running behind, he could keep the clients satisfied. He learned to rinse colors and perms so that we were able to fit in an extra cut.
Jason and Karine had the store in Red Deer here, the Chatters location in Red Deer, and Ken, my partner, wanted to open another one, and that infuriated Jason because he's a very competitive guy, as you know. He knew that Ken and I were partners, and he phones me up in Lethbridge and threatens me, and it's like a turf war. And if you know Jason and I, neither one of us are even tough, let alone owning a turf of any kind. So
we had many great trips together too, Jason and I and our staff, and in those days the money was tight, so there would be 4 of us in a room. Jason and I always had to share a bed, which was a little weird, but he didn't want to sleep with one of the girls, which would have been even more weird. So yeah, we had some fun times and some really great memories too.
There's Jason and Karine, myself and 2 other partners, Ken and his sister, and we're the partners of the Chatters. And Jason became CEO. To this day, I never did see the memo. I'm not sure where it came from, but he became our CEO. And when he did, he fundamentally changed the business. And prior to that, us partners were spending money as fast as we were making it. And when Jason moved in, all that stopped. He brought the business to the business. He brought that human element to the company as well as the structure, and that's why he still has people working for this company that worked for him when he started.
When I applied for the job, I never thought that it would be a career of 25 years. Him and Karine have both been so down to earth, so easy to talk to. You know, any questions you had, you know, and even right to this day, if you see him at work in the hallway, he doesn't just say hello and keeps going. He always stops and says, hi, how are you doing? How's Larry doing? So it's still the same. He's not too busy.
His head is a calculator. He's stepping it out in front of the store, you know, telling me what the square footage is of a store in a mall. He's doing the math on a rent. He's doing math on anything. His head is like a human calculator, and it is incredible to watch. As we go into stores, the first thing Jason does is checking the dryer vents. I have seen him in a white leather jacket, up on a ladder, cleaning out a dryer vent. He's up on the roof, seeing if there's a plugged vent somewhere. Jason, I promise we will continue to look at the dryer vents when you're not on the road with me.
My first year at Chatters was a little bit rocky. It took me about a year to get used to Jason. He can't work when he's hangry. I still have to make sure he eats. He likes to be interrupted. 5 minutes before every meeting, I have to interrupt the previous meeting to let him know that they're there, keep him on track. He actually liked me to be around him. He just included me in everything. He wanted me to know everything, so I knew who was coming, why they were coming, all the things. I run stuff by him. He's helped me with a personal budget. He knows about my family, home, my husband, my child. He became my person. He still is my person.
Your vision and commitment has established Chatters as the professional hair care destination in Canada, and AG is very proud to have been part of that journey. This industry has given me many great gifts, and I consider my relationship with you to be one of those. Wishing you all the best.
I am so very grateful for having met you so many years ago when we were in negotiations with Chatters and Redken. At that time, a lot was going on, and I met this man who had tons of passion, tons of vision, and a ton of motivation. And you have continued to be that. And you actually gave me this book, I don't know if you remember, called Motivational Quotes, and it's by Mac Anderson. And there's one quote in there that I read often, and it reminds me of you, and it says, "The great use of life is to spend it for something that will outlast you." You have made a great legacy at Chatters. It will outlast you, and I believe you still have more legacies to create.
Jason manages and leads with integrity and reason. And I thank you, Jason, for all the leadership that you've guided me with over the years. And I thank you for being tolerant of all us crazy hairdressers.
Us in Nova Scotia would like to just send a big thank you for everything you have done for us. You are such an amazing person and mentor, and I am so excited about the next chapter because you are totally awesome. I hope you, Rhonda, and the kids get a little bit more time together, as it's so much deserved.
He helped me when I had difficult moments or times in my life, and he was a friend I could always reach out to. You have touched many hearts. You lead by example. You are so giving, so kind, so generous. You've opened doors of many opportunities for so many, and give them a chance to believe in themselves that they could succeed in life.
Everybody's life has stories, and of course mine has had quite a few. Jason has been there through a lot of things with me. He has been and will always be a mentor, a friend, and my brother from another mother.
I think the key to the success of our business was the family values that were instilled upon us by our parents, and then Jason and I and our family, we took those values and we built that culture in our business. Jason, I'm so proud of you as your big sister and as your business partner, and I'm so happy for you that you get to spend every day as a Saturday now. Oh, except for Sunday, because you have to go to church.